Welcome back. Well, March is colon cancer awareness month. It is a disease that is preventable and, if detected early, treatable and beatable. Joining us is Dr. Renard Rawls, is a physician with Borland Groover Clinic, and Jan Pratt is a two-time colorectal cancer survivor and founder of March to Get Screened. Thank you both for being here. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having us.
Jan, let's talk a little bit about your story and then about this 5K coming up and why you're so passionate about it.
Well, I was only 35 when I found out I had it, and my father had died of it when he was in his 50s. So even at that, I didn't know ahead of time to go get screened, because nobody had said if you've got a family member, you should go get screened early. And I was having a head cold that wouldn't go away, and I thought I had hemorrhoids and all this stuff. But when I was in the doctor's office, I said my father had passed away and I really think I should get screened. And it was right when Katie Couric was coming out, was on air getting screened. Yeah. So there was a lot of publicity about it. But then it kind of died down, and then I went online and there was nothing locally about colon cancer. And that's why after it reoccurred 2 years later and it went to my lung, I realized that I needed to get out there and do something and get more people screened. So I decided to do the March to Get Screened, and my first event, there was just a few people that showed up, and now it's grown into quite a big event, and it starts on Sunday at 8 a.m. for pre-register, so come out and register, it's not too late. And also the event starts at 9. You can walk, run, skip, jump, hop. It's just all about celebrating your colon and getting it checked, because screening saves lives.
7 years later.
I know, it's great.
You know, and it took what happened to you, you turned it into such a positive and trying to change the lives and save the lives of so many people who might find themselves susceptible to cancer or maybe with a diagnosis. Dr. Rawls, let's bring you into the conversation and talk a little bit about, you say colon cancer is preventable, correct?
Yeah,
how do we prevent it?
Now, there's no question colorectal cancer is a major problem, major healthcare concern. Approximately 140,000 cases of colon cancer are diagnosed each year. It's the third most common cause of cancer in both men and women, and the second leading cause of cancer deaths, approximately 50,000 a year. Now, that's enough bad news. The good news is colon cancer is preventable. There's a simple exam, the colonoscopy examination. The screening exam can prevent colon cancer.
So it is important for people at what age to come in and start getting these screenings? Does it depend, as you said, on your family history?
Well, we usually start the screening process at age 50. We start screening at age 45 in African American patients. If there's a family history of colon cancer, we start the screening process at age 40 or 10 years younger than the family member at the time of diagnosis, whichever age comes first.
Gives you some good perspective. You said that you were experiencing some symptoms. You thought you had hemorrhoids. You weren't sure what was going on. What are some typical symptoms that people might be experiencing? And are there symptoms?
Well, we may see abdominal pain, weight loss, thin caliber stool, what we call pencil thin stool, blood in the stool, of course. But these signs and symptoms usually occur in more advanced disease. Colon cancer is 90% preventable in the early stages, and that's why the colonoscopy screening examination and early detection is so important.
So important.
If you, like he was saying, if you get screened and it's caught early, 90% curable, they can just burn it off right during the colonoscopy. So you go in, get it burned off, and you're done. I mean, that's all it takes. So screening is the only, screening for colon cancer is the only procedure for where you actually are getting diagnosed and you're actually getting the procedure to end it at the same time. And that's not true, like for most times when you're getting screened. You're just getting screened, and there's like all these other layers. Well, with colon cancer, it's a one-stop shop. You can get screened and get the procedure,
and have that peace of mind.
Yes, it's a wonderful thing.
Where does the money go that you raise for now your 7th year doing this
It's all about, it's research, and we're also doing screenings for people that can't afford it or are underinsured. So it's all goes back. And it's also about awareness. We're trying to basically, I think the colon doesn't get enough attention. So I think people need to realize you need your colon, it's there, it works for you every day, and it's you need to get it screened at least.
It's not the dinner conversation that most people like to have. There's, you know, have you done X, Y, and Z of recent? And we got to go very quickly, and we'll get into the nuts and bolts and how people can get involved in the race and how they can support your efforts. But very quickly, let's talk about the screening. Not a lot of people like doing it because they think about, like, really, of all things that I want to do, I really don't want to do that. But how bad is it nowadays as technology has evolved?
It's a simple exam.
Are you asleep?
You sleep, we place an IV,
sleep.
you
It's good
sleep through
sleep.
the entire exam, I promise, and once you're nice and sleepy, we take a thin scope with light and camera on the end, have a look throughout the entire colon. If we see any
You
polyps,
get pictures of the insides. It's kind of nice.
We'll give you
So
pictures.
I don't need the pictures. I don't need the memento. I just need to know I'm in good health, right?
if we see any polyps or precancerous growths, they are removed at that time, and this
Yeah.
eliminates future risk of colon cancer.
And obviously a great thing, no pain or anything.
No
during
pain
this.
at all.
No
Okay,
pain.
all right.
And the prep is so much easier now. It's like way easier than it used to be.
There you go. Well, thank you
So-
both for being here.
Well,
Very
thanks for
quick.
having
for
us.
having
Get
us.
screened,
There you
everybody.
go. Get screened. And we'd
Come
like
out
to-
Sunday.
And come out Sunday, and you can come out Sunday and register the day of the event. But we first would like to thank the Borland Groover Clinic for sponsoring this segment. And for more information, you can go to borlandgroover.com. The website is there on your screen. You can also call 904-398-7205. And remember that the 7th annual March to Get Screened 5K is this Sunday at the Jacksonville Beach Pier. You can get event details on marchtogetscreened.com. That website is also on your screen as well.
And also, there's an after party at Lynch's.
Oh, you left the good part out.
I know, there's
There you
an
go.
after party at Lynch's with Darren playing. So please come out.
All
So
right.
The weather's going to be great.
That's right. That's so according to Steve, what he said earlier. Thank you both for
Thank
being here.